Welcome to History Bites. I'm Rick Green. It's easy to think of the Renaissance as an age of discovery, but it was really an age of rediscovery. Europeans rediscovered all the things that the ancient Greeks and Romans had already learned and created and invented. Now, Greek philosophy and Roman architecture might have been worth learning, but their science and medicine, they were shaky at best. Now, along with all this, the Julian calendar that people had been using for the last 1,500 years just wasn't doing the job anymore. In fact, by 1582, it was off by close to 10 days. So, Pope Gregory XIII ordered a new calendar, and to correct for the accumulated shortcomings of Julius Caesar's old one, he canceled 10 days. October 5th to 14th, gone. It seemed like a simple, elegant solution. It wasn't. The resulting chaos was sort of like what they predicted would happen at Y2K but didn't. Ordinary folks were outraged and confused. And where do ordinary people get to vent their confusion and outrage? On television.
Welcome to the news for December the 5th, 1582, or as it has come to be known by many, December the 15th, 1582.
Now, clearly, some of this is simply a backlash by Protestant Frankfurt against Catholic Rome. But as I found out from local hotheads, that's not 100% of the Frankfurters' beef.
We have a very rigid schedule when it comes to worshiping saints, right? I mean, each saint has his own day, right? So, I mean, what if we agree to change the calendar? I mean, what if I'm praying for forgiveness for my sins to say St. Peter, okay? But it's on St. Christopher's Day. And then he checks his messages and he hears St. Peter. Oh, must be a wrong number, right? And then I show up at the pearly gates and Peter goes, oh, sorry, ma'am, we don't have any record of any forgiveness of any sort. So I'm on a one-way ticket to Beelzebub's basement.
I'm going to my window and I'm sticking my head out and I'm screaming, I'm mad as hell! And I'm not going to take it anymore! And then I see everyone doing the same thing, and I'm like, hey, great, a riot! And so I go grab my favorite stick, and here I am!
Back in 1582, when Pope Gregory instituted the calendar change, 10 days were lost from the calendar. But nobody had much warning, so some countries lost 10 days in October, but some weren't ready till November, December, or the new year, which created more confusion. Plus, the Gregorian calendar moved forward the dates of religious holidays and traditional celebrations.
But I recently heard that it's not just a question of losing those 10 days. We've also got to make adjustments to the dates we've come to know in future years, like our birthdays. So while my birthday to this point in my life has always been November the 30th, now it's December the 10th. Well, I'm not sure how much I like that. I've always seen myself as a November the 30th kind of guy. And it's more than just that. My mother named me Andrew after the day I was born, St. Andrew's Day. Does that mean I have to change my name too? And what about everyone else's birthdays? I forgot my wife's birthday once. Didn't stop hearing about it until her next one.
Antonio is from the non-Gregorian town of Nuremberg, and he's involved in a relationship with a girl from nearby Gregorian Regensburg.
I think Anna's expecting me.
10 days ago, you schmuck!
It's like, I can't keep up with her anymore. And we never have time for each other. I don't know, I guess men are from a Julian place and women are from a Gregorian place.
And you better marry her because she's 10 days late!
Don't look at me!
Over the years, Pope Gregory's calendar for measuring the years gained worldwide acceptance. Austria and Switzerland converted by 1584. Britain and her colonies didn't come aboard for another 170 years. Sweden made the change in 1700, but dropped only 1 day. This left them with a different calendar from everyone else, 10 days off from the Gregorian and 1 day off the Julian. Japan adopted the calendar in 1873, while Russia waited until 1918, by which time they had to drop 13 days. And Greece, which had been offended by Pope Gregory, didn't switch until 1924.
You don't agree by these calculations of Lilius Clavius and others?
I certainly wouldn't disagree with the suggestions that the length of the year used should be a mean value of the sidereal year and the tropical year, taking into account the precession of the equinoxes.
Why?
Because I don't know what the hell it means. In fact, I don't understand a single word I just said. Did you? Huh?
Well, I'll be the first to admit I don't know the first thing about mathematics. Where I come from, we have names for things we don't understand. Names like witchcraft and heresy. So obviously I had to stand up for my ignorance. Plus, I love a good riot. Whee-hoo!